Hello, hello, amazing people. Happy Friday. How was your day? I hope y'all had a great day. I um I wanted to really do this live because I had put a post up about buying a town, and I was looking up um towns for sale, things like that. I thought it would be like great to buy like a town or buy some land, and we be able to build on that land. Like those are the type of things that I want to do, the type of things that I want to get into. um and just preparing for things like this. So I wanted to go live just to talk about a few things this evening. Good evening, Jessica. Good evening. How are you today? Hey, Aaron. Okay, shout out to Minnesota. Happy Friday. I see that there was a lot of people in my comments, and we're like really like the idea of buying a town and building up and things like that. And I've researched a little bit, about some towns, for sale, and I'm still have to do some research on stuff like that. But it's like that, or get some land, start building on it, things like that. We have to be in position, to do things like that. And that's why I'm always coming and trying to talk business and things like that with everybody, to do things like this, though, if those are our goals. Because I don't know, do anybody in the comment have a goal of purchasing a house? Do you have goals of getting into real estate? Do you have goals of starting a business, buying a building, um buying a company vehicle, getting contracts? Like, does anybody have any type of goals like that? Actually, building and buying critical infrastructure, hospitals, schools, banks to fund Black business. Good, great idea. Great idea. And I know there's some educators that want to start their own schools. You know what I mean? Start like a charter school, or these things are obtainable. Like, we can do these kind of things, in our community. But it's like, where do we start? With doing these kind of things. And hey, from Alaska. Hey, it's an honor. I'm having a business credit class this Tuesday. If you didn't know, and the class is going to be jam packed. I'm going to teach you how to get business credit. The first thing I need to teach you how to do is to set up a business. Then I'm going to teach business credit. And this credit is key and credit is power. I hope a lot of people know that. I know, when I was in my early 20s, I didn't care anything about credit. I didn't know anything about credit. You know, my credit was horrible. I was getting denied for everything, you know. But now, since I know about credit, I know how to utilize credit, I know how to maintain credit. I know the ins and outs now of credit. And I wanted to really come and talk about that, a little bit, because a lot of our people, our credit isn't the best. I do want to talk about a few things that credit can take you a long way, not just personal credit, but business credit can too. And that's why I want to teach people that want to start businesses or already have businesses how, when people are out here saying they're using the bank's money, they're literally using the bank's money. They're literally doing that, and it's legal to use the bank's money to do the things that you need to do. It's just about knowing how to use the bank's money to do those type of things, right? Jen, yes, I got real with my credit 5 years ago. Went from 520, 25 to 81. Great. So, um, so I wanted to talk a little bit about getting credit together. And I actually, for people that have a low score, if you're in the 400s, 500s, even 600s, I put a link on this video of a great credit builder that helped me. I'll say within 2 months, my credit score shot up maybe 45 points. In the third month, I got approved for a credit card. Um, It's an amazing credit builder and savings account at the same time. So when I was done with my 2 years, I had money saved, and then I was able to, keep the credit card. So it's a good credit builder. If anybody's interested in a savings account and a builder that can help build your credit up and turn you around in 1 to 3 months, the link is on this video. Really, really great thing. And that's why I'm starting Grind and Roll University. I did like maybe like a little soft launch with it, but we're about to launch all the way. It's a lot on the back end to do, but I'm very excited about it. Um, we did a soft launch, like a little one, and our big launch is coming in a few weeks. But it's so amazing. Like I got contacted by a school today. And they want me to come and they want me to talk about being a black woman and, starting a university, to help people learn things that they don't learn in school, you know, um, which is amazing. I'm thrilled about that. But I did want to come and tell y'all like a few perks and a few things, right? So I'm thinking what I want to start doing is I want to start doing like a raffle every single month, right? So like a raffle with everybody that buys something. So with customers, we'll do like a customer raffle every single month. Maybe do like what, like $100 giveaway, $100 gift card for Grind and Roll University. I'm gonna switch it up. I want to do some exciting things, with this. We may be able to do like a vacation, you know, a vacation, a cruise, but we're going to be doing, stuff like that, every month. I also want to highlight like a business of the month, as well. Um, with Garner University, highlighting a business every single month. There's a lot of things, a lot of plans I have, and a lot of things that I want to do. One thing I want to know, like I want to answer some questions. I want to answer like some business questions. If anybody has any, it doesn't matter if it's credit, um, starting a business, if you're stuck, like I want to answer any questions that anybody may have. I do want to pour into us so we're like going to the next level and we have access to these different things that are available. And in our community, we have a lot of successful people, but then we also have a lot of people that don't know which way to go with their business, even personal. Sometimes, people don't know which way to go. Don't even really know like the things that they want to do is obtainable because it is. Um, Jen said my boyfriend says the same thing. Use other people's money, but you still gotta pay it back. So how does what are you saying help you? I'm lost. When they say use other people's money, Jen, I have clients that have come to me, and they got like $5,000 in business credit, and they were able to use that to jumpstart their business and not have to pay the 5,000 back right then and there. They were making payments. So I think I want to say on $5,000, your payment may be $35 to maybe $50, just depending on the terms or whatever. So that's what that's the saying. Use other people's money, because just for example, if I'm starting a boutique, right? I need a logo. I need some business cards. I need a site, and I need inventory. If I have a $5,000 business credit, I can get all of that done, and I can go ahead and launch my business. I have inventory. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm buying things at a wholesale price, I'm able to mark them up 3 times. So I use the bank's money to jumpstart my business to make money. Then I go ahead and I pay the bank their money back. So that's what that means. Yeah. Hey Cole, thank you for the stars. So that's what that means. I mean, with anything, you have to pay it back. But just think about it. Right now, you don't have that. You don't have $5,000 right now. So just think about, you getting a line of credit for $5,000 and taking it and flipping the 5,000. That's all you're going to do. I have a client that did one-on-one business coaching with me, and she hasn't sold a product. She hasn't marketed anything, and we were able to go ahead and get her a Capital One business card with a good balance on it. Yes, Cole, use other people's money. Yes, Lee McMillan. It's a credit builder that I use. All my clients, I have people come to me and be like, Charlotte, keep you listen. Um, I need to buy a house. You know, my credit's not the best. I need to get a good rate. And I tell them, use this credit builder. I've used it. My credit shot up 45, 50 points within 2 months. The third month, they gave me a credit card. The link is on this video. I can put the link in here now. Um, what you want to do, I think they're a credit builder that reports to all the credit bureaus, right? Everybody doesn't. You have to pay attention to that too. Everybody doesn't report to all of them. This one reports to all of them. And as you are paying your money every month, it's a savings account they're putting your money in. At the end of my 2 years, they've direct deposited my money right into my account, and I get to keep my credit card. And the good thing about it, I had a lot of clients that couldn't get approved for a credit card. So this approved them for a credit card, and they were able to get like rental cars and different things. But I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put the link in here. And if you sign up, let me know, because I'm gonna do a drawing. Everybody that signs up for the credit builder, I'm gonna do a drawing. So let me know if you sign up, and you'll be entered into the drawing that I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link in here so you can sign up if you want to sign up for it. It's really great. The lowest plan is $15. So you're paying $15 every single month. They're reporting it to the credit bureau as a loan. You see what I'm saying? Even if your credit's bad, I have my clients start with this, and then we go into fixing their credit. Andre, yep, I got Navy Federal. Yeah, yep, I've done the pledge loan before. That's where I started. With the pledge loan. The thing about it, Andre, is everybody can't get Navy Federal. So that's why I always try to get people here. Um, yeah, everybody can't get Navy Federal. So that's why I try to pinpoint people here. Because you have to be affiliated to get into Navy Federal. But I started, Andre, with the pledge loan. Yep. And Navy Federal, Andre, they're very generous. They're very, very generous. But a lot of places are, though. It's not just Navy Federal that's generous. It's a lot of places. You have to show people, listen, I'm responsible with credit. I'm responsible. Y'all ever see, let me put this in the comments really quick for y'all. Y'all ever see you ever see on TV, and they'll come on TV and they'll be like, you can get this car, no money down, and your payment will be $199 a month. That's for people to have real good credit. That's what that's for. You walk in there, you walk in there. I've had clients that have walked in and got a car, and there go y'all in the comments. I got people that walked in, and got a car and no money down. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all why it's so important to go ahead and fix your credit. I've seen people sit up and pay $400, $500, $600 car payments. You're paying that because your credit's bad. You're not paying that for the car. You're paying that because your credit is bad, and they're taking a risk lending to you. Understand, if your credit was good, your car payment would not be that high. It would not be that high. I had a lady, she was paying like six something in a car payment, and your insurance is separate. And once we fixed her credit and she went to refinance, she's like, what? So I should have been had good credit. Yes, you should have been had good credit. Let me tell you something. You pay for not having good credit. I promise you, you pay for it. You definitely pay for it. Anybody else? Code, I love you too. Roderick, was that a commercial or a personal loan? Which one, Roderick? Is which one a commercial or a personal? Are you talking about for the car? Oh yeah, that's what I came to do. I seen people were interested in, you know, us buying a town and building it up, but it's like you can go and get land, and buy land and build on that land. Just imagine you building, you buying land, and you invite your family members to everybody chip in on the land, and everybody build their own house on the land. Imagine that. For the vehicle, no, the vehicle was it was a personal loan. It was a personal loan. It wasn't a business. It wasn't a She didn't buy the car under her business. No. She doesn't have a business though. So yeah. Anybody else have any? So true. I paid everything in cash, but that hurt me because I didn't have credit. Now I have good credit. Absolutely. Even if you have, I I would advise paying anything with your debit card. I would advise you right now. So how many people have a credit card right now? Go ahead and answer in the comments. I would have a credit card. I had a Capital One. Well, I have Capital One. I started out with the main Capital One card, that blue one. Y'all remember that one? And then I'm like, I need to do another card. So then I went to the Capital One Rewards where I'm earning cash back on purchases. So I always use a card that has rewards on it to pay things. So I get that cash back. And then that cash back, it builds up. It builds up. So you don't get any, what do you get with a debit card? You see what I'm saying? You're going to spend the money anyway. Why not earn points or cash back on your purchases? Why not get some perks off of it? So you should be paying for things with your card. And if you have Capital One, right? Capital One has this thing to where, say you go to Priceline and you reserve a hotel, you can get like 8% back for using your Capital One card. There's so many different things on there. There's things where you can get 12% back, 15% back, 3% back. So it's like I would use my card. If you like traveling, if you out shopping, use your card. And then 3 days later, make a payment on the card for the stuff you spend. Simple. Okay, I've seen somebody say they had 13 cards. I can't. Um, Do you have to have a business to get the business card? I have like 13 cards. Yes, you have to have a business. Yes, don't use debit. Right, don't use debit. Debit cards are paying your credit card payments. Don't use more credit than you can pay to keep utilization low. Absolutely, Samuel. Absolutely. That is another thing. You want to be keeping your utilization low. And I'm giving y'all free game, and they giving y'all free game in the comments. Another thing you want to make sure, you want to pay attention to your due date, and you want to pay attention to your report date. And teach your kids this, please. Please teach your kids this. Your due date is one thing. I always have my due date automatically come out of my checking account, but I pay attention to my report date. That's the day that your credit card is reporting to the bureau, letting them know the update about your utilization and things like that. So you don't want I don't like my utilization over 15%. That's just me. A lot of people say 20, 30. I do 15. So I don't never let mine be over 15% on that report date. So, that's just me, just to stay safe. I make sure if I make a purchase, I'm paying 3 days, I'm paying 3 days later. I'm gonna use the money anyway to make the purchase. Why not earn points and perks with my credit card and go ahead and pay with my credit card and then pay that back 3 days later? You're showing the credit card companies that you're responsible. That's what you're really showing them. And then pay my mortgage with credit cards, utilities. Okay. Never ever use debit, use credit cards. So you have protection. So true. So true. Yes, I just discovered the rewards with the cards. Yeah. Rewards is excellent. Terrence, 30% of your lines of credit. Yeah, that's what people say. Yep, that's what people say. Don't ever go over 30. I don't go over 15. I don't go over 15. Another thing that I did, my son actually came in last night, and I told him, I said, well, I got another card, and I was asking him, does he want to go on as an authorized user? Now he was already an authorized user on my card. He's been an authorized user, so he has great credit. So he's so responsible. He's like, no, mom, you've had me on your card all this time. You got me the credit score I got now. Let me do it from now. So he's good. He has some really good cards. He actually has Discover, and he has Chase. He has Chase and he has a Discover. So he's doing like really, really good when it comes to credit. I taught my kids credit. I taught them how to get credit, how to maintain it, and things like that, with credit. And I taught him how to do it, and he actually had one card, and he started with 500, and I taught him how to maintain, that 500 and be responsible with it. And maybe 5, 6 months later, they sent him an email and gave him 2,000. They bumped him up. So when you doing the right thing by your credit, you really don't even have to apply for an increase. They'll hit you up with an increase. They will. Need to do a one-on-one with you because I need your advice on CDL school debts. Okay. The credit card company is going to raise your limit after being faithful. Absolutely, Terrence. That's what I was just saying. Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a few people that had $250 with Capital One for like 2 years. I'm like, what y'all doing? They should have been bumped y'all, but they did some coaching with me, some credit coaching with me, and now I think the one got like 1,000. She got bumped to 1,000, and the other one I think got bumped to like 15 or 2,000 or something like that. But they're like, Dad, all this time. I'm like, yeah, because you have to show them you're responsible with 250, so they will give you 1,000. You have to show them that you. My son is on all my credit cards, but I just started it, so I guess it really does work. It does. It does. Thank you, Dane. Thank you so much. Um, does anybody have any other questions about credit? Um, and it's not hard to clean your credit up. And I tell people, listen, it doesn't take a long time. I've had people, like I said, I had people come to me and they're like, Shalakemia, I need to apply for this mortgage. I need like 30 points. And I'm like, boom, here, sign up for this credit builder. You'll get it. You'll get it. Yeah, we've had emergency situations like that. We've had emergency situations where I had to audit their credit, and simple things I was able to direct them to do that boosted their points up. Y'all wouldn't even, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And I'm gonna have a full credit ebook with Grinder University for people, a full credit ebook, letters and everything. But I'm telling you, could do a lot. Credit is definitely is power. I'm gonna tell you these days too, what's going on. I don't know if y'all following the housing market, but these landlords now, if your credit's under a certain thing, they're asking for security first month and last. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's getting that bad out here. That's what they're asking for. Yeah. I appreciate you. I appreciate your content and God bless you. Thank you. Same credit line since 2019 with Capital. Why, Terrence? 2019? And they haven't bumped you? Right, Terrence. Tell your kids the longer your credit have credit history, the better your score. Absolutely. Absolutely. Share on how multiple addresses affect FICO. Yes, Roderick. You need to make sure that your credit report is up to date. You need to make sure that people be having a whole bunch of names on there. Every single address they lived at, absolutely not. You can actually just call the credit bureau and you can tell them, listen, um, you can just call them and say, I would like to update my information. You can send in a letter, but you can also call and let them know you want to update your information. This is my current address. This is my current phone number. When they take all those addresses and those other phone numbers off there, you will see your credit boost. Yes. You always make sure that your information is accurate. Absolutely. Keith, I need help cleaning my credit up. Subscribe to my website, Keith. You have to want to change your life and do the right with your finances and actually care about your credit. That's true. Capital One doesn't bump a lot. That's not true. That's not true, Jen. Maybe they're not bumping you. Not true. That's not true. That's not true. A lot of my clients that have come to me for business credit, Capital One has been very, very generous, giving them their first credit card with business credit. I'm talking about, I'm talking about just starting their business out. Capital One has been very generous, even with the personal cards. Maybe it's you. I'm telling you, if you know how to use credit, they would have been sent you an email telling you they're bumping you. Hey Marlene, hey Terrence. CMU, yeah, get that increase. Make sure your information is accurate. Get that yearly free report. Absolutely. Make sure you're getting your free report. And if you have credit cards, they have a credit tool on there. Even all the bank accounts have a credit tool on there. So nobody should be ignoring their credit. I'm telling you, having bad credit will cost you. It will cost you. Eric, can you call me when you get a moment? Eric, what is it about credit? On top already makes 3 times the rent, which is, if you do the math, that's home ownership payments. Terrence, it really is. It really is. In this housing market right now, some people can't even afford to buy. I've seen a couple great jobs, make great money, and nope, haven't been able to purchase. Nope, they put in for a house, and they said the house sold for over 100 and something thousand more than it was asking. That's how it is right now. It's like one house and you got 20 people bidding on it. And people are bidding outrageous on it. It's a seller's market right now. I don't even know how it got there, but it's outrageous. It is. It is. How do you use credit paying before the due date? Yeah, Jen, if you said you have 13 cards. You have 13 cards. How are you maintaining 13 cards? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just asking. Because if the only way that you really have that much credit is because they see that other people, they look at your credit report, obviously, and a lot of people will see, okay, well, Capital One gave them 2,000, we gonna give them like 3,500. They're looking at your payments. That's how they kind of determine how much they're going to give you. All right, boo, 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 boo. Hey, Patrice. You're welcome. Patrice, I think you're in my business class on Tuesday, right? I think I seen you on my list for Tuesday. Lee, you signed up for the credit bureau builder? Okay, I'm gonna put your name in the raffle. Yep, if you sign up for the credit builder, send me a message so I can enter you into the raffle. And I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna do it on live. Yeah. What if I find that work on increasing limit? Ask to speak with a manager that you want to make a purchase double the amount of your current limit. Oh, what you found? Okay, that work on increasing the limit. Another thing you have to also do is I do automatic payments because I really don't have time to sit down and make sure that I don't sit down and pay bills. I make sure that they automatically, come off. That's another thing. Set it up to where they're automatically coming out so you don't have to worry about that hassle. And I never pay on the due date. I never ever pay on the due date. I pay before the due date. I never pay on the due date. So I have you down for you're welcome, Lee. I got you down. Do you have to call each credit bureau to yes you do, Patrice. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And they will do it. They will do it over the phone. I'm telling you, it's worth it. You'll see your score jump, maybe like 20 points just doing that. You will see it jump. Put yourself in position. I know it's a lot of people that want to buy houses and things like that. Get your credit to where it needs to be so you get a good rate. You get a good rate. I told you, people pay for having bad credit. People out here paying for cars that ain't even worth it. Think about it. Financing a car and get payment is $400, $500, $600. That's wow. Do you know that's wow compared to people buying a 2023 and leaving off the lot paying nothing? Nothing. Y'all going to these places and they're like, oh, we want $2,000 down, $3,000 down. Just imagine having the financial freedom to be able to go on a lot and go off with a car for the next year with $0 down with a good interest rate. Come on. Come on, let's talk about it. Um, okay, watching live in Africa, by the way of Philly. Thank you. The best way to learn, the best, the best way to home ownership is buying bankless right now. They need to liquidate their assets. Okay, Terrence. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. That's another resource. That's another resource. Mister, what are you talking, Shalakimia? Personal? We're talking personal credit right now. If you're interested in business credit, I have a class on Tuesday. If you're interested in that, you can go to grindandrolluniversity.com and sign up for the class on Tuesday. But we're talking personal credit right now. We talk about some tips. People in the comments have tips. I have tips. I want to see people in better situations. What kind of sparked this was earlier when I was like, let's buy a town and build it up. And there were so many people like, yes, let's do that. Um, and I've been researching it, trying to see what towns were available and this and the third. But at the end of the day, like if anybody want to go and just buy some land and build up on it, and you invite your family to build up on it too, I want people to have that access to be able to do something like that, you know. Um, Please, if you have the money on hand, find you about 7 acres of land on the countryside of the suburbs. Use the land as your modular home collateral. Okay, Carl. Look at Carl. Carl, is that what you did? And Carl, tell us how much would 7 acres like cost? Tell us about how much that costs. Jen, why don't you pay on a due date? Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm about to buy a new car. I'm gonna find out soon if I allow my credit going to what my credit is going to do for me. I never pay on a due date. I always pay um before the due date. So if I'm doing the 25th, I'll pay on the 15th. That's just me. That's just how I do it. I've never had a problem. I never had a problem getting an increase um or any of that. I have no late payments. I don't have any late payments for the last 3 years. I remember one time I had got sick with my brain tumor and I had a few late payments. Um and I was able to work that out. But since then, no late payments at all. None. You want to make sure you have no, even when you apply for that car, when you apply for that mortgage, they looking for have you been late in the last 24 months? They're looking at that. Um, do you deal with business credit? Mr. Yes, I deal with business credit. I have a class on Tuesday. dealing with business credit. If you want to sign up, the link is in the caption, grinderuniversity.com. Sign up there for the class on Tuesday. Yes, we dropping some jewels. We sharing some information. Yes, we are. Can I get it? Can I get it in the U.S. Virgin Islands? Can you get what? Credit? Are you saying can you get credit? Leasing vehicles is also in our favor. You get to drive a newer every 2 to 3 years without taking all the depreciation. I've heard about leasing vehicles. I'm not really too familiar with leasing. Um, I'm not familiar with leasing at all. I'm not, but that's good. That's a good tip, you know, to have. Yeah. Depending where we live with cost of living, tax assessment. I know a family of 3 generations, true story, no lie. They bought 7 acres of land in Hillsborough, North Carolina. They spread it, the land. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, like buying some land and taking your family different and building up on it. Why not? Jen, okay, I had a few late payments like a day or two, didn't know it was a big deal. Oh, it's a real big deal. It's a real big deal. Yeah, it's a real big deal. Yeah, nope, you can't be late. Late. They're of course they're not bumping you, Jen. You've been late. They're not going to they're not going to offer you more credit. They're not going to do that. Even if you're saying you about to go finance a car, that's going to affect you. Your payment's going to be higher. They're going to see that you've been late and your payment's going to be higher. Yeah. Queen, it's a little deeper than credit though. Why do they control the money? Why do we need their approval? When you say deeper than credit, what do you mean? I don't know, like what do you mean? I mean, what they've been controlling money all since we've been alive. I don't know how to get around that. I don't know how to get around us not paying taxes, and I don't know how to get around that. I can't answer that. I really can't. Nope, I can't. I think that's why we need our own banks. We need to start doing our own thing if we can come together and do things like that. The Capital One card. I'm sure you can get a Capital One card in the Virgin Islands. I'm sure. I'm sure you can. This is vital. Not everyone is trying to help, but just pointing fingers. What do you mean, Ronald? What do you mean? It's all good. We're gonna learn anyway. Okay. Did you say something earlier? Because it looked like a big paragraph. Depending, okay. Cost of living, okay. Lots of 10. You have a family with 10 modular, double Y. I probably said that wrong. That they borrow against the property of land value, making minimum payments. 3 generations were going to partner up to live in this new world economy. We're going to have to put our minds together like the old Walton's television that's the fabric of Walmart. I do feel like that. I feel like the way things are going, just how rent's going up and things like that, like families gonna have to start living with each other and doing things like that. Because how else are we going to, survive? Other cultures do stuff like that though. Like they'll live 2 families to a house, and split all the bills and things like that. They do stuff like that. Everybody can't do that, but it's a thought. It's a thought. I'm signed up for the class on the 24th. Should I get with you earlier for a one-on-one as a client? Um, are you just interested in business credit? Do you feel like there's something else you might need a one-on-one for? Business credit is gonna be really it's gonna be really like jam packed with a lot of information. A lot of information. But if you feel like you need a one-on-one, then let me know. Terrence, the reason, let me go back. So many comments. The reason I say that leasing is good, you don't have to pay for repairs and the car is building your credit with lenders. Okay. Okay, Terrence. See, we didn't know that, Terrence. Well, I didn't know, and I'm sure a few other people didn't know. I need a class in credit. Okay. So if you do need an intense, more intense credit class, I'll put together a class for June. I'll put a class together for June, and we'll get into some things. Credit class June, and it's good. I've had people that come to me, and they're like, "I can fix my own credit." So I'm like, "Okay, fix your own credit," you know. And then it's like they're trying to thank you, however, so much, thank you for that blessing, and they try to fix their credit, and then they go and apply for things and they get denied for everything. And if you can't just go and apply for everything, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. And that's why I teach people a certain method to get you to a certain space when it comes to credit. All right, let me go back up because I have some people up here. Please watch out for Capital One. They moderate your leverage, the credit. Okay, Carl. A lot of people do not know that you can change your due date for any credit card. You can. Dang, thank you for that. You can. You can change your due date. They actually, when you get approved for a card, sometimes they'll ask you, what they ask you, the due date? Some cards do, some cards don't. Some cards don't. I know I just got a new one through Navy Federal, and they asked me, what do I want my due date to be? Yeah. Um, Ronald, I have an older son and not everyone wants to help. What do you mean, Ronald? Hey, Howard. How you doing today? Jen said energy, the Virgin Islands, part of the U.S. we can get, same as American. She's from St. Croix. D said, yes, we can. We need our own, but how do we use this system to get our own through credit or capital? I mean, to be honest with you, we can definitely have more if we knew how to utilize these things. That's just like business credit. It's a lot, it's all these small businesses that can have access to business credit and be building up that business credit. So if you wanted to go buy a building, you could go buy a building. You see what I'm saying? If you needed a company vehicle, you can go and do that. If you wanted to buy land, you can go and do that. It's like people aren't taking the time though to build up the way that they need to build up, even personal credit. You can build up your personal credit. If you want to go buy land or acres or whatever, you can go and do that because you have the power to do that. People don't mind the bank won't mind lending to you. They just don't. That's just like people. I teach my clients that when you have a business and you're making money, and you're making and you become a millionaire, multi-millionaire, take some of that money, invest in real estate. You don't have to pay taxes on that money. A lot of people don't know that. You don't have to pay taxes on that money. You don't. So you just bought, say you went and you bought an income property. You just bought an income property and you about to invest in more money and you don't have to pay taxes on that money. Carl, all the family that agree, come together and pull your resources before it's too late. I agree with that. Mr. Investing in cryptocurrency for now is the closest thing to owning your own bank, maybe. I have crypto, I think. Yeah, I think I have cryptocurrency. I have Shiba Inu. I have Shiba Inu stocks. I heard it was a good stock to invest in, so I invested in Shiba Inu. I think I have maybe close to 3 million shares in Shiba. Mortgages over 3 million and a 50 my race. It doesn't make sense when people are driving further to work. I agree. I agree. I'm trying to real. mm, um, Miss said, "I'm with you, Mr. Johnson. Let's come together." Yeah, why not? Why not come together? Thanks, Queen. I'm interested in both. I want to own 3 trucks and start an LLC. I also want a men and women's fragrance line to pass down to my daughters. That's amazing. I was just telling my sons, I was like, look at the Hilton hotels and look how they set their generations up. They set generations of Hiltons up. And do y'all know, like, we could do that same thing? That's what I'm doing with Grindr University. I want to set generations up. When I'm not, I want to put the hard work in now. So when I'm not even here, that my grandkids, great grandkids, generations to come eat off of my hard work. Why not? The Hilton hotels are everywhere. Them kids ain't have to do nothing. Okay? Nothing. That's generational wealth. And you on the right track. I want to do a fragrance line to pass down to my daughters. Absolutely. We need a whole team of people all over the country to get our people in great credit shape, Terrence. I mean, we really don't do that. I mean, it's like just do what you have to do. Like, what's so hard about it? People sit up and ignore their credit every single day. And think about it. Think about it. Think about from the people that's renting. Add up your rent for 12 months, right? No, your monthly rent, do 12 months. And then times that time, how many years you live there. You could have been investing that in your own if you bought a house, you could have been paying that towards a mortgage, paying it towards something that could be yours. But no, we're investing in landlords. We're investing in landlords. That's what we're doing. We're paying the landlord's mortgage on the house and his mortgage on the house he live in. That's what we do. Yeah. Jen, I'm about to buy a condo and rent to college students. I hope it works. I'm starting that this year. I follow Dave Ramsey. That's how I got out of debt. Oh, okay. That's what's up, Jen. Thank you, Howard. Carl, I'll give you my personal example. They gave me a credit line on a car for 500. Would not increase that limit by a couple hundred, then turn around and want to offer me a car loan for 30,000. Capital One only wants you to buy what they're selling. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know. I guess everybody's situation is different. I haven't had that type of I haven't had that type of experience with Capital One. I haven't. Not saying they don't do that. I just never had that type of experience with them. I will always be there, sick or not. I just wish I had someone like you wanting to everyone to be better. I do want everybody to be better. I want everybody to do better, be in better situations. Um, I mean, I know a lot of people's like me. Like I hate to ask somebody for something. I don't like to ask people for stuff just because of how people are. I want to do more. I just want to do more overall. I want to be. I'm trying to get myself in a situation to be financially free, to be able to do, what I want to do, but also helping my people as well and pulling them up, you know. Howard, let's support our sister in the wisdom the Most High has given her. Thank you, Howard. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate you when they choose to sell it to you. Mm, okay. If you stop using that card and we're making one-time payments, I promise you'll have leverage. They make money off of you with the APR. Hmm. Yeah. Got my CDL through trucking school and was 19 days away from finishing contract, but company terminated my contract due to safety points. I feel like they put me so low too soon. Advice. Mm. They terminated the contract due to safety points. Oh, okay. You're saying that they put you out on the road on your own too soon. Is that what you're saying? Too soon? D, I completely support this queen, but we must address the tough questions. D, and what do you mean by the tough questions? The question you asked, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why there's taxes. I don't know why we have to. I don't know. I can't answer that. All I can say is that, they open a bank, change things. That's all I can say. I can't say anything, else. That's how it goes. If you want to get something, you have to use credit or business credit. If not, you're going to pay for having bad credit. But you're asking me something I can't answer. I just can't answer that. Our King, the movie Black Planet exposed the cryptocurrency Africa, Zimbabwe bond notes. Carl, we must ask and it shall be given. We must seek and it shall find. Keep knocking and the doors will open. I agree with that. I agree with that. Energy, but sorry, I need to get in the class. I have 5 jobs, but I don't have time to go. The class is actually live, and if you get into the class, you can watch the class whenever you want to. You just won't be able to ask me questions live like the people that watched it live, but you'll be able to hear who asked me questions, and you'll be able to hear me answer certain questions. So really, you can take the class, on your own time. So if you register and you don't have time to be there at 7 p.m. when we do it, you're in the group, you're in the class, so you'll be able to watch the class at any time that you want to. Respect for you too, D. I just can't answer that. I don't know. I don't know how many black banks, do we have, to be able to, lend to us, and things like that. I wish we had a system to where, we were the bank and we were able to sow into each other. But I just feel like that wouldn't work. I would love to be. I sow into people every chance I get to sow into people. You see what I'm saying? But I don't think we could get a system to where this person opening a business and we can sow, everybody sow $5 into them or $10, or let's sow into them. People would get messy with it. People, I just feel like, it wouldn't work, because then people would be like, oh well, we did this, and it's like, I don't think it would work. I just don't. Maybe with some mature people, it will work. But some people don't know how to just be a blessing. People don't know how to be a blessing to people, and just so and want a fellow black person to make it and to be successful. You know, they just don't know how to do that. Nope. Thank you, Carl. Black banks are still governed by the same system. They are. I believe that. Seeing, but that doesn't stop us from building wealth. It don't. It don't. We can do it. We can do it. Why not? Why not? I had a girl, she came to me and she was like, I wanna do some coaching for business credit. And I'm like, come on, she never paid her money. She told her friend about me. Her friend came, paid her money, boom, we got her friend up and going. And her friend, what did her friend do? Oh my goodness, I have so many people. I think her friend started like a beauty bar or something like that. Got a spot in a plaza. And then she hit me up and she's like, you did this for my friend and did that for my friend. I said, because your friend paid for coaching. So me and her arguing back and forth. Your friend paid for coaching. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything because you didn't pay for the coaching. Like, I can't do the work for you. You gotta want to be, but you're mad at me, and that happens a lot in our community. People would be mad at us because we doing good. How you gonna be mad at somebody that applied themselves? You have to apply yourself. I have a grant list, right? I go and I find grants. I find grants for small businesses. I put the list together, right? People will still come to me and complain. I think it's about 13 grants on my list, and people will complain. The grant list is $10. Oh, so you charging us $10 for, you don't have to get the grant list. Go find the grant your own self. Go find yourself. That's all. I just went and found them for you and made it easier for you. You're really just paying for my time of putting the list together. And $10 is nothing when you have 13 grants that you about to fill out for. But that's how our people are. That's how our people are. And it's crazy. People don't understand. I will see women sit in business groups and tell other women, don't buy that girl's vendor list. Why not? Why are you do you how do another business owner tell somebody don't buy a vendor list from somebody? What are you talking about? Why are we like that? If they want to buy a vendor list, that's what they want to do. I don't understand why people sell vendors. I don't understand why y'all sell hair, but y'all sell it. I don't understand why y'all sell weave, but y'all sell it. Like, come on. That's why I just don't think we could put together something where we support each other. It's sad, but I don't see it. Because so many people backbite. It's like people don't want you to make it. And it's weird. I want to see people hit $1 million. I want to see people make it. I want to see people buy houses. I want to see people be able to go to the car lot and pay for their car cash. I want to see people buy land. I want to see people buy buildings for their business. I want to see people win like that on that type of level. A lot of people out here don't want that for our own people. Get jealous hearted, get mad. It's like, don't get mad and get jealous hearted of me. I'll teach it to you. I'll show you how to do it. Like what? Like I'm telling you, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. Yeah, and it's like even the people that sit up here and you like, I got this business idea, I'm not ready to start it. I don't as a business coach, I don't advise that. I do not advise that. I don't advise you to sit up here and sit on your business. Put your business in position. People say, "Oh, Shalakimi, I want to sell makeup. I want to do this and that and the third." I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." I don't ever hear from them. Boom. Here goes Super Scent. Here goes Super Scent with a the crayon case with a makeup line, and she did what, a million in 8 minutes or something. While the person that told me they want to do makeup slept on it. You can't even sit up here and think that the industry is saturated. If you sell makeup, you're gonna bring a different twist to it. You're gonna sell makeup different. Don't ever think that it's saturated, that you can't do what you want to do. I coach people all the time. All the time when it comes to business. I've been doing this since 2011. Coaching people when it came to business for a very long time. I know what I'm talking about. If you do not go ahead and do what you need to do to get yourself in position, you gonna read on social media that somebody took what you was thinking about doing all this time and won, and won, and won, and won. Terrence, you ain't never lied, Terrence. Enough is enough. They eat and waste $20 daily. $20. These people will be in groups, right, y'all? And they'll be like, oh, do anybody in this group do cheap logos? Why would you? I wouldn't even work with nobody that said that, y'all. Did y'all hear what I said? I'm not working with nobody that go in a group and say, do anybody do logos for cheap? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not doing it. Nope. 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 That person about to put together a company that ain't gonna go nowhere. A cheap logo. Why would you want a cheap logo for your business? for your $1 million business, for your six-figure business, why would you want something cheap? But to go and stand in line for Jordans, Gucci belt, they'll buy Chanel sneakers, a Chanel bag, they'll buy all of that. They'll buy all of that. But will not invest in a business that could bring generational wealth to your family. That you can go ahead and while you opening that business, do you know back in the day when the family businesses, the corner store was owned by somebody, in the neighborhood, the cleaners was owned all and their kids worked there. Their kids work there too. We got to get back to those morals and those values. We got to. We got to. We got to get back to those morals and those values. You got to teach your kids how to be entrepreneurs. You got to give them that skill. They're not going to do that at school. They're not going to teach them at school how to fix their credit. They're not going to do none of that. Like I came here earlier, I'll be on June 10th. I'll be teaching. I will not teaching. I'll be speaking at a school on Career Day about Grind Road University. She said, I want some real people doing some real things. These kids they don't learn credit in school. They don't learn these type of things in school. She's like, I want you to come and talk to them about these kind of things because I want my students to be equipped. That's a teacher. That's a teacher right there. I said, that's amazing. I said, I could tell you go above and beyond for your students. You want them to be equipped when they graduate. Yeah, equipped. Equipped. And that's amazing. And that's amazing. And I like stuff like that. But people gotta want it. People gotta want it. If our culture mindset is going to be going and standing in line for Jordans that cost $200 and something dollars, when you could have took that $200 something dollars, got you a logo, some business cards, you could have bought your name, you could have did a lot. And just think, 200 something a pop every pair of Jordans. Some people got 10. So you spent $2,000 on Jordans when you could have spent $2,000 on your business, and you could have been creating revenue. Them Jordans ain't going. Them Jordans, the Gucci belts, the Gucci pocketbooks, the Michael Kors. I was on TikTok, right? And I seen all these women going crazy on TikTok. I'm not saying people can't have nice things. That's not what I'm saying. They were going crazy over these purses. Were they by Michael Kors? It was one of them. It was one of these colorful purses. I'm telling you, listen, y'all. I know that our culture has it in us, right? These women were sitting up paying women in other cities to get them a purse, paying them double, then paying them to ship them the purse. Only if our people did that in our own culture. Only if we did that in our own culture. Do you even understand where we would be? But we run and we support these people that don't even want us wearing their stuff anyway. Don't even want us wearing their stuff anyway. No, they do not. I said it. They do not want us wearing their stuff. We will make them rich. We already do. Seems that I never did that stand in line for nothing. I never did it either. I didn't really like raise my kids like that. I would be honest with y'all. I used to go to Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and get my kids a nice pair of sneakers. Sneakers was like 39, 32.99, 39.99. Yes, I did, y'all. I wasn't that mom going and following all the other moms and my kids gotta wear Jordans. No, they don't. No, they don't. My kids need to be clean, baby. They need to be clean. They need to look nice. They are going to school to learn. They're not going to school to sit up here and say, I got the new Jordans. Excuse me, we're not doing that here. To this day, my kids shop at those kind of places. My kids get stuff from those type of places. That's what they grew up getting. They still find real nice sneakers at Ross and Marshalls and TJ Maxx and all that. They still find real nice stuff there. That's what they was raised off of. My boys have never stood in line for no sneakers. They probably know that I will go ahead and lay them flat. Yeah. I would tell them we don't do that. We don't do that. You can't even afford to wear them. You don't have nothing in your savings account. You can't afford that. Take that money and put it into a business. Build your business up. When you got some money in the bank and you want some Jordans, you ain't got to stand in line for them, baby, because you're gonna have enough money that you can just go and order them, or somebody gonna bring them to you. Something. But we're not gonna run around here. We ain't gonna be no fly dummies. We ain't doing that. And then be you got the new Jordans on and you bump into somebody. Oh, can I borrow a cigarette? Excuse me? Can you borrow a cigarette? With the new Jordans on? Then they be needing a ride. You can't put gas in the Jordans and get where you going? Oh, okay. I'm just saying we hustle backwards. We hustle back. I did the same thing as long as they look appropriate and clean. Yeah. Yeah. That's really big in our community. There's a lot of people that raise their kids to be materialistic. I know an 8-year-old girl that has a bow line. I think she's 8, 7 or 8, and has a hairline in Target. Mhm. Her mom made sure she was an entrepreneur. Absolutely. I know kids that I think the one kid was a chef. A chef. All type of kids, entrepreneurs. Their parents made sure they were entrepreneurs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Miss Brown is a mindset, absolutely. She said my kids are athletes, so I do splurge on their feet. Air Max, got just come. And you know what? Miss Brown, I have to, agree with you. Um, that was when we did invest in a good shoe. That's when we did invest in a good shoe. My oldest son played football. I had him in football from maybe 7 years old. So he played from 7 years old to high school. And we did get a good sneaker, a good cleat for that. My youngest ran cross country. So we did get a good, cross country. So we did invest in things like that. So no, I totally understand that. Doing something productive like that, I understand that totally. I understand that totally. I do. He said people got their J's and still catching the bus. But I definitely invest in my feet as well, but I wear Goodwill clothes. It's okay. We have been destroyed from a lack of knowledge in scripture. Black people are destroyed, but we don't have to stay destroyed though. The worst thing in the world is the back. We don't have to stay destroyed though. We just don't. We can definitely do better. Teach our kids to do better. You know, there's so many, different things, we can put our kids onto, you know. The one lady, I seen her give her son properties. I think for his birthday, she gifted him property. She didn't get him sneakers and all that. She gifted him property to set him up, you know. And that was amazing. I said that right there, that's amazing. That's amazing. Um, hey, Miss Tika. Thank you. New subscriber. Uh-huh. Come on in. Samuel, don't get me started on sports. Either we leverage our skill set against the racist system or don't play sports unless we have our own. I wish we had our own stuff. Our kids are really talented. Our people are really talented. I wish we had our own. I wish these people, like the celebrities that had so much money invested in stuff like that. Like I'm telling you, if I had that type of money, what we would have our own NBA, our own NFL kind of thing. Not sitting up here buying 4 and 5 Lamborghinis, and I wouldn't do all that. I wouldn't. But you know, it is what it is. Patrick said, I'm already teaching her now. She's 8 years old. I know that's right, Patrick. Do that. Do that. Miss Brown said you can usually, because you can easily lose it all. Absolutely. Lack of unity and knowledge. Right. Right. Um, Karen said, listen, those are like nice things. There's nothing wrong with buying used or overstock items. There's nothing wrong with liking nice things. Some people buy these things and they really can't afford them. That's some people are doing that. They really can't afford it, you know. Um, and that's the problem. Found the dads have been locked out. That too. That too. And just like I said yesterday, in my live, hold on, this is my mom. Yesterday, like I said in my live, a lot of these kids are looking at the fathers as like materialistic, like money, like financial. And a lot of moms will tell these fathers like, you can't discipline my child, this, that, and the third, and it's like, what? That's the father, like he can discipline like you discipline, and some of these kids need the discipline. But you gotta understand, there's mom in the background telling the dad, no, you can't discipline my child, this and the third, but the child can ask the dad for money. That don't make sense. So a lot of these women are making their children materialistic and they're looking at the dad just as money. Nobody's teaching them the value of their father. And we gotta be real, that's lacking in our community. Nobody's teaching them the the real value of their father, you know. I think starting custodial accounts for kids at an early age that will set for life, but teaching financial literacy and the family should be done. Absolutely, we have to teach our kids what they're not teaching them at school. We have to. Other cultures are teaching their kids, y'all, at a young age. I'm just being real. They are teaching them at a young age. They're not dependent on the school. You see what I'm saying? They are taking the time out to make sure their kids are good and prepared for this world and things that come with it. I don't want my kids to struggle like I struggle. Thank you. Or into this. Thank you so much. I don't want, my kids to struggle how I struggle. So I'm going to teach them so they don't struggle. Imagine, y'all got kids. Imagine your kids growing up and having to call family members for something and family members acting funny to them like they acted funny to you. Let's avoid all that and make sure that our kids teach your kids. If you pay rent, have 2 months of rent in your savings account. If you pay a mortgage, have 2 months of mortgage in your savings account. Our kids shouldn't even be getting out of college and getting jobs and going to get apartments. Let's set them up to where they getting out of college and they so set up. They go ahead, get into, come home, work their job, whatever, and they're going and buying houses and not sitting up paying somebody rent. Let's set them up like that. Let's stop pushing the kids out of the house when they turn 18 and 21. Let's stop doing that. Let them stay home, contribute, and save. Thank you so much for that. When we stop raising our kids from born, I don't know what you mean. But it's like, let's stop doing things like that and have a plan in place. It's so many people I say, I can't wait for my kids so they can get out. What? I need to like tell my kids, like, listen, at the end of the day, you don't have to go anywhere until you are comfortable to go out here and you can afford it. And but while you home, save your money. Save. Make sure you have a budget in place. You see what I'm saying? Put yourself in a better position. You're gonna stay home, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna start a business, do whatever it is you need to do to put yourself in position. I told my kids, y'all can stay home until y'all ready to buy a house if that's what y'all want to do. Whatever the move y'all want to make, Y'all can stay home until y'all do that. There's no rush to sit up here and push your kids out. I don't. I. It's like our culture does that for some reason. And I don't know why. I don't know why we do that. I just don't. Third eye, exactly. We so quick to throw our children to the wolves when they hit 18. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Samuel, don't start them out in debt. Right, right, right. Make your kids authorized users on your cards. Make sure when they in college they got good credit. When they come out, they got good credit. Teach them how to maintain that credit, how to use it. Come on, we got time to sit down and teach our kids. You can't sit up here and act like you don't got time. You got time for a whole bunch of other stuff. Why don't you have time for that? To put them in a better position. Miss Brown, a lot of other cultures keep grandmom and pops here till home till death period. Some do. They do. They really, really do. But they also set up and they be like people that are Korean and Chinese, like they invest in each other with no problem. I promise you. They all be working at one nail salon, right? And then you'll see the one leave, and you'll be like, well, where they go? Oh, they got their own nail salon. This person leave. Oh, they got their own Chinese restaurant. They don't be having no problem. They don't be having no problem family coming and living with them. And it be like a few of them under they make it work. I've seen it so many times. I went to school with somebody that was I think she was Chinese or she was one of the two. And I don't know what's gonna get us there, y'all. It's like we so powerful, we so dope, we so great. We could be so much further than we are. We can be. Yvonne, because it wasn't taught. Right. Exactly. Hey Malik from Detroit. Miss Brown invest in one another. Exactly. Exactly. Why not? Why not? Why not invest in each other? Miss Brown, I'm teaching my kids that if you gotta come home, come on. Yep, I'm the same type of mom. I'm the same type of mom. Hmm. They create a system and work it for everyone, not just for one. Exactly. 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 That's why when I see a small business, I try to buy from them. If I can only buy 15 or $20 from them, I buy from them. I invest in my people. I believe in you reap what you sow. I believe in that. I really believe in that. But just not even believing that, I don't mind supporting people. I love to support small businesses. I love it. Why not? They create a system. Okay. Stop ignoring this. Read Torah, the whole Bible talking about us. Read it. Okay, Unity. We know better now. Let's do better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Brown, what do you have a fundraiser for? Absolutely. We know better, so let's do better. And you gotta surround yourself with people that want to do better too. You gotta stop being around people that don't want nothing. That just want to sit up, smoke all day, gossip. Like, who want to do that? Surround yourself with people that's productive. Girls on the run. Okay. Yeah, like surround yourself with people that are productive. Like why not? Be mindful of the company you keep. Absolutely. You have to. You have to. I hope we do. I hope we do better. I really, really do. I really do. I hope that we start supporting one another's businesses, endeavors, you know. Um, you just don't know what that opportunity could come back and support you or put you in a better position. That's why I wanted to do this live because I'm like, I want to do a live And I see people on this post, and people are like, okay, yeah, let's do this. So that just makes me think that these are people that are motivated for a next level, motivated to do some things. Okay, let me come on here and give out a few credit tips. Give out a few business tips. Like what can a few tips that I can give out to be able to help you to get there. I don't mind doing that. I really don't. I really don't. Final, like I said before, we are just like crabs in a bucket. Like you keep saying we can do better. We can. We can. We can do so much better. It's like people, and then I feel like people invest in the wrong stuff. People will sit up here, and it's so crazy. You see all this stuff like Black Lives Matter, right? People donated so much to Black Lives Matter, and look what happened. Look what happened. Like you're sitting up here and you're sewing into something. Why? Because it's a big name. Black Lives Matter. You hear them there. You hear them there. Like when, and I'm asking the people on this live. When's the last time have you bought from a small business? When have you your friend got a business? Have you supported your friend? Have you bought from your friend? Somebody in your family got a business. Have you bought from them? Have you supported with what they got going on? I really want to know. Are you pouring into the people that's pouring into you? I really want to know. I really want to know. Are you doing that? Are you doing that? Are you sowing into the people that sow into you? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Their promotion is on my YouTube channel. Whose promotion is Brown? Or it's like, are we supporting stuff because it's popular? That's crazy too. Just because it's popular don't mean it's right, and they gonna do right. Cause look at Black Lives Matter. They was worried about self. They done bought mansions. They done did all type of stuff. They clearly weren't worried about the black community. But those are the people that people jump and invest in. Jump and invest in. Actions. People will tell you anything. Watch what they do. Yeah, that's just like the one girl. I forget her name, but it's just one girl. Her and her husband do stuff on like YouTube. They teach stuff, and the attorney general. They're actually from Pennsylvania. The attorney general here. Um, filed lawsuit against them. They were ripping people off, and yeah, yeah, ripping people off. But people, I guess people bought from them because the name was popular, or things like that. It's crazy. I be sitting up here, people be arguing with me over a $10 business grant list. I'm like, what? Hmm. Yeah. Unity, I'm so sad our people won't listen to God. He's in control, not us. It's crazy y'all won't listen to God. Unity, who's not listening to God? What do you mean? What are you talking about? We won't listen to God. Expound on that. Yvonne, I support the black business. I support black businesses all the time. Awesome. Awesome. Tika, I have a small business and I'm always sharing and promoting and supporting people. But when I fulfill and ship out my own orders, it's never from people in the city of Michigan or people that I know. Tika, I understand that. I understand that. I really, really do. I really do. It's really, really sad. It's sad. It is. It is true. The businesses I support are huge supporters of the youth in our community, like Girl Scouts. I am a Girl Scout troop leader. We sold over 2,400 boxes of cookies because of them. You should charge because they will buy from others and shortchange you. Absolutely, Samuel. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have people come to me, right? Um, I'll have people come to me and for business advice, and then go and buy um coaching, a full-fledged coaching, logo, business cards, website from somebody else. Yeah, that's how people do it. That's how they do. That's how they do. Tika, I probably had a total of 6 family members purchase something from me in the past 2 years, and that's okay. I will continue to do what is needed so that I will not block my own blessing. Right, right. Tika, post your business. Miss Brown said, "What's your business, Miss Tika? I'll support it." That's awesome. Terrence, I have a code that I've taught my kids, grandkids, anyone in my life. It's not what you go through, but how you go through it. Absolutely, I agree with that. I do. Um, it's disheartening sometimes, and I can't. I have to be real. It's disheartening. You know why it's disheartening sometimes? Um, and there's times like y'all know that I wanted to stop going live altogether. Because sometimes live content, different things, it takes time. People think like, oh, you just go live and you do this and you do that. It's not that simple. It's not that simple of, oh, I just go live. you know. Um, but it's disheartening sometimes to see people that are ripping people off and misleading people um really get supported. And then it's like, I'm over here, trying to really, encourage people and inspire them in all areas of life, not just personal, business as well. And it's like people like me that try to do the right thing are at the bottom of the barrel. We're gonna be real. I had this conversation with someone the other day, on YouTube about a certain male influencer that we kind of talk about the same things, but you know, he's really supported. Um his followers, he did a book. I think they I think they made him like a millionaire or whatever. But then they come to find out, when it came out, he was cheating on his wife, so you weren't true to what you were talking about. But not only that, when it came out he was cheating on his wife, people still supported it. They still supported the cause. I don't know. I don't know to tell people. I don't know. We had a discussion about it though. And I don't know. I don't have the answers. I guess people just support who they want to support. I just kind of, depend on God, and I stand on God's word, and I trust God's word, to do in my life what He said He's going to do in my life. Um, I don't know. A lot of it's unfortunate. You got to get the mojo juices going before you go live. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not simple. Even me filming this last week, yeah, you can put your link up here, Miss. Yeah, you can put your link up here. Culture builder. Yeah, it takes much stamina. Absolutely, it takes a lot. People think, it takes a lot to talk. know, it may not seem like it, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot. I've been through a lot with this platform. I've been through a lot. Just period. Just period. Just period. But I'm glad, y'all join me. I also have a group for my business people. It's called Grind and Royal Business Networking Group. You're welcome to join that. The link is in the caption as well for that. If you're interested in a credit builder, that link is on this video as well. If you're interested in the business grants, that's on grindandroyaluniversity.com. It's an instant download, so as soon as you pay for the grant list, you'll get it. And I encourage you to apply for every single grant on there. Um, and that's really it. Like, if anybody, if you want to join the business credit class, it's on Tuesday at 7 p.m. You can register for that at grindandroyaluniversity.com. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope people were able to get some credit tips out of this live and be able to apply them and work them, for your good, and get that high credit score that you want. Get those credit lines, that you want to be able to make the moves that you want to make. Whatever your goals are, sit down. If a goal is home ownership, do that. If your goal is to buy a building, do that. If it's to get acres, do that. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe that you're going to work the plan, and you're going to get to where, your end goal. I believe in you for that. Um, Charlotte Kimia Moffitt. I absolutely love what you're doing. I've joined as a support for what you're doing. Thank you so much, Terrence. Thank you for everybody that gave me stars, and thank you for everybody that sold into me on this live. I appreciate that. Um, we are a special race of people above all people on earth. I believe that unity. I believe we're definitely the chosen people. We love you, sis. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Carl, so much. Y'all are going to do amazing things, and I believe that. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow on here with a powerful message. But y'all have a good night. Enjoy your Friday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.